Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the amazing motorsport show on Hilaal Live. Thanks for watching us and being part. We're going to open up the WhatsApp line as well very shortly. If you'd like to correspond and be part of the show, let us know if you have an amazing event coming up in the Western Cape. We'd like to be there. Or around the country, we can definitely Zoom link up with you as well. On the WhatsApp line, 079 085 Now, speaking about motorsport, there are so many key individuals that help to make the sport what it is. And one such individual, also another guest in studio, I'd like to welcome Andre Kotze. Andre, welcome.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Now, you do something very interesting in motorsport called stock car racing.
That's right.
Simplify that, unpack that. What exactly is stock car?
Stock car racing is basically oval track racing.
Okay.
It's built on an oval track.
Right.
And the oval track is not as big as the NASCAR tracks overseas.
Okay.
It's only about 400 meters, 450 meters long.
450. Okay, not too big.
Yeah, and it's very exciting because you see the whole race in front of you.
I can imagine that so much adrenaline must be pumping, during that race as well. And how many laps is the race generally?
It all depends on how many cars are in the race.
Okay.
If there's 10 cars, it's 12 laps.
Right.
Always 2 laps more than the amount of cars.
I'm fascinated. How did you get involved in this? I mean, where did this craving, this need for stock car and racing come from?
When I was a little boy, my dad used to take us to Goodwood Showgrounds.
Showgrounds, yes.
Yeah, and that's where it all triggered. And
how old were you then when this bug bit?
When I started being pitmac, that was when I was about 12.
Wow, as young as 12.
Yes.
Okay. Did you skip school?
No. After hours.
Okay, so then you worked in the pit.
Yes.
And this is where the passion. But when did you actually get into a car to start racing?
Oh, that was in 1992.
Okay.
The driver that I was helping at that time, he stood down for the season and he gave me his car.
Okay.
So I raced his car in the V8 class at Goodwood in 1992. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and what car was that?
It was a Ford Mustang.
Mustang, 67?
67.
Oh, you can't beat a 67. I agree. Okay, so and then how did your career progress?
Well, I was a driver for a year, and after that we moved from Goodwood Showgrounds to Kalani.
Okay.
From a gravel track to tar.
To tar, yeah.
Yes, and in my first season at Kalani, I drove a Skyline in the V8 class.
Was it 85, 86 Skyline?
Yes, around there.
Okay.
And then after that, I got involved with scrutineering. That is the checking of the cars, the safety checks and all that of the cars.
I see.
And eventually I started becoming part of the committee.
Okay.
And I raced a few more years after that, and then I got more involved with the committee.
Right. And then the rest is history, as they say. So this is a difficult industry to get out of, I must admit. Once that bug bites, it's difficult for you to say, I'm going to take a break this year, and maybe next year I'll come back. Nothing like that, eh?
No, definitely not.
Family members race as well? Did you get your kids, cousins, uncles, all of that involved?
No, my family is involved. My dad used to drive the breakdown for us at the track.
Right.
My girlfriend is involved. She does help with the admin side of stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, we family orientated.
Yeah. What were some of the highlights that stood out for you during your career? Something that you sit back, having a cup of coffee and saying, remember that incident?
Yeah, I think the highlight of my career was when I was still racing.
Okay.
And now these days, being the chairman of the club is quite a job.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I like it.
Right. And obviously, as an ex-racer, you then know what needs to happen in running the organization.
Yes, definitely.
You've come from experience.
Yes.
Okay. You've got an event coming up very soon as well.
That's
I think
right.
this Saturday.
That's right, yes.
Tell us about that event.
Okay, our event is on Saturday at Kalani Raceway. Racing start at 4.
Okay.
But before the time, the gates open at 10, and we will have suicide rides because we've got the E36 Cup guys there, and they will take the spectators with them in their cars around the track for a few laps for 100 rand a person.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's very exciting.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of the pics on the screen
Yes.
right now. Is
Yeah,
that what you guys do?
That's it.
That's rear-wheel drives?
Rear-wheel drive, all rear-wheel drives, yes.
Okay. Is that almost like a drifting type of thing that they do? Or
No, it's actually a race. They race against each other.
okay.
Yeah, this is rallycross.
Okay.
They race against each other for also about 10 or 15 laps. So it all
Okay.
depends on how many cars there are.
Okay.
And it's quite exciting.
Amazing. These
Yeah.
guys, I mean, look, the adrenaline, like I said, must be amazing. What's a typical race day like? I mean, spectators come from all over Cape Town, as far as maybe Knysna, George?
No, not that far for
Okay.
a normal race. For the bigger events, there's usually people from far. But the local people support us very good. And mostly from Cape Town area.
Fantastic.
Not really from far.
This Saturday, what time do the doors open?
Like I said, the gates open at 10
Okay.
and the racing starts at 4.
Okay. Entry fee?
Entry fee, 100 rand per person.
Okay.
And yeah, we come and enjoy a day with us.
Nice.
Exciting racing.
And do you have like food vendors?
Yes,
and things
definitely.
like that? That's
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Now I'm looking at these guys go around the track. This is at high speeds. How does an individual train or prepare themselves for something like this? Do they have days where they can come before the time and practice?
Yes, we've had a practice session last night. Always the Wednesday night before the event. We've got a practice from 6 o'clock till 8:30.
Okay.
And anybody's welcome.
Yeah.
If you've got a car, you can bring it.
Okay. What's your advice if somebody wants to start getting into motorsport? What would be the type of class or the type of race that you would advise them to get involved in?
Well, for the youngsters, we've got a development class, and they can progress from there to higher classes. That's also for younger people. As you grow, you can go to the higher classes, more horsepower classes. The development classes are all basically standard cars, so it's cheap, but it's economical because the cars last for long. If you don't smash it up. And then as you grow, you can go to higher classes with more horsepower.
Gotcha. So in your club at the moment, and where you're the chairman and in charge of the admin type of thing, is there anyone that stands out? A couple of youngsters, or maybe not so youngsters, making waves in the motorsport world?
Yes, we've got quite a few drivers that did very well in the past with national events, and we had a big event in December. The hot rods came from Joburg to Cape Town.
Okay, did we give them a run for their money?
Yes, definitely.
Nice, I'd like to hear that.
We've got the SA champion, the hot rod champion in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he didn't participate for 2023.
Right.
But in 2022, he was the champion. And he was the driver to beat on the 2nd of December as well.
Wow. So you've got one coming up this Saturday. Are there other events coming up in the next couple of weeks or months?
Yes, in February is our next event.
Right.
That will be on the 17th.
Okay. All right. And what events? Also stock cars?
Also stock cars.
And how many drivers are you anticipating for people to take part?
Well, at the moment, our entries are at 78 cars.
78?
Yes.
So I would imagine that you do different heats, or?
Yes.
Because all 78 won't be able to race at once, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's different classes, and each class gets 3 heats and a final race.
I see. Okay, and then the finalists then move to a final race, or is it times?
No, everybody moves as they go along.
Okay.
The final is depends on not depends. What's the right word now?
The one that
the winner of the final is the winner of the night.
I get you. Okay, must be exciting. I can only imagine the camaraderie, the sportsmanship. It gets left behind on the track, though.
Yes.
But I suppose afterwards the guys have a bit of a cool drink and a coffee just to chat a bit.
Definitely.
Nice. Andre, any last message you would like to leave with our viewers of encouraging them to come through and support your race this Saturday?
I think the best is to be early. Bring sunblock. Bring a hat. It's hard to understand.
It is.
Everybody's welcome to walk through the pits until
Right.
the racing starts.
Okay.
So you can have a look at the cars, see what it's about,
Yeah.
and meet the drivers.
Nice.
Yes, definitely, and come see what it's all about.
Brilliant. Andre, thank you so much for coming into studio and being part of the show, but more importantly, being part of the motorsport industry. May all that you touch grow from strength to strength. And I'm sure, drivers are going to come through your ranks as well. And thank you for your service to the industry. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank
My
you for
pleasure.
the opportunity.
My pleasure. That's Andre Kotze, part of an event this Saturday. It's the stock car racing this Saturday at Killarney. If you are a Killarney fan like I am, I hope you get there and support our local drivers. Also, safety is integral, and they make sure that your safety is secured as well. That's it for the Motorsport Show and Hilaal Live. We're back tomorrow between 5 and 6 o'clock. Do join us. It's What's On. I've got a very special stand-up comedian coming in tomorrow. Do look out for that. From myself, Lukman Shadrack and Sohail Barnes in the Cape Town team, have a great evening. Assalamu alaikum.